Let's talk about money. What if everything you thought you knew about how it works was about to change? I mean, really change. Because we're not just talking about a small update here. We're living through a massive transformation in how we earn, save, and spend. And right at the very center of it all is cryptocurrency.
I want you to really think about this for a second. What if the money in your account was actually 100% yours? No bank could freeze it, no government could block it. Just you. Total control. That simple, powerful idea is really the promise at the heart of everything we're going to talk about.
You see, the financial system we've been using for, well, centuries, it's being challenged in a huge way. The old rulebook is getting tossed out, and it's being replaced by something faster, more open, and built for the world we live in today, a digital world.
And the engine driving all of this is crypto. But here's the key. It's not just about a new kind of digital cash. It's a whole new blueprint for finance itself, one that just cuts out the traditional gatekeepers.
So what is the big idea here? What really makes cryptocurrencies so revolutionary? Well, it all boils down to one incredibly powerful concept: putting you back in charge.
This lays it out perfectly. On one hand, you have traditional banks. It's a centralized system. One company is the boss, right? They hold the keys, and they get to say yes or no to your transaction. It's kind of like a closed-off private club. But with crypto, it's decentralized. The network itself is in charge. There's no single person who can stop a payment, and every single move is recorded on a public ledger that anyone can see. It's a massive shift from a closed system to a totally open one.
And the magic behind all this is a technology called the blockchain. The best way to think about it is like a digital receipt book, but instead of one person holding it, it's shared across thousands of computers all over the world. Once a transaction is written down, it's sealed with a kind of digital wax and chained to the one before it. Now, if you wanted to change one of those receipts, you'd have to break the seal and change every single receipt that came after it on all those thousands of computers all at the same time. It's practically impossible, and that's what makes it so incredibly secure. So what does all this decentralization stuff actually mean for you in the real world? It means when you hold crypto, you truly own it. Nobody can take it away from you without your permission. It means the network is always on. It can't be shut down by some single authority. And it means you can send money directly to anyone, anywhere on the planet, without a chain of middlemen, each taking a cut. That is a profound shift in who holds the power.
All right, so that's the big idea. But this new model also creates some incredible real-world advantages, especially when we start talking about moving money across the globe.
If you've ever had to send money to another country, this number probably gives you a headache. 3 to 5 business days, waiting almost a week for your own money to get where it's going. That's just normal in the old system.
Now, look at this. With crypto, that very same transfer can be done in under 10 minutes. Sometimes it's just seconds. For a small business owner paying a supplier overseas, or for someone sending money back home to their family, this isn't just a nice feature. It's an absolute game changer. And you want to know the best part? The barrier to entry for this global financial system isn't a bank branch or a credit check or a mountain of paperwork. Nope. It's just a smartphone. This one simple fact is unlocking financial access for literally billions of people.
And that really gets to the heart of it. For huge parts of the world where people don't have access to traditional banks, crypto isn't just a cool alternative. For many, it's the only accessible ramp to the global economy.
But, and this is so important, this technology is about way more than just faster payments. It's actually laying down the railroad tracks for a whole new digital frontier. We're talking about the next evolution of the internet itself.
Yeah, it all started with digital money like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it's exploded from there. Now we have things like NFTs, which act like digital proofs of ownership for art or collectibles. We've got DeFi, decentralized finance, which is basically rebuilding things like lending and earning interest, but without the banks. And it's all building towards this bigger idea of Web3, a new internet that's actually owned by its users, not a few giant corporations.
So let's be clear. We're not just talking about some niche financial experiment anymore. We are talking about the fundamental building blocks for the next version of the web, an internet where you have more ownership and control.
And look, this isn't just some theory or a prediction for the future. This shift is happening right now, today. The world's biggest companies and financial players are already jumping in, signaling that this is a major economic evolution.
Just look at the pattern. It always starts with the early adopters, right? The tech pioneers. But where are we now? We're at the stage where major companies, the big banks, and even global institutions are all adopting blockchain technology. The momentum is just undeniable at this point.
A really cool piece of this puzzle is something called a smart contract. The best analogy is a vending machine. It's a simple if-then program. If you put the money in, then the machine automatically gives you your snack. Smart contracts do the same thing, but for business. If a shipment is delivered, then payment is automatically released. No middleman needed. This idea is going to automate and streamline, well, pretty much everything.
And that really brings us to the big takeaway here. This isn't just a passing fad. This is a deep, fundamental shift in technology, just like the internet was. Crypto and blockchain, they're the foundation that tomorrow's economy is being built on, right now, as we speak.
So the question really isn't if this is all going to happen. It's already here. A new kind of economy is being built, block by block. The only real question left is, what part are you going to play in it?